Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for your maths lesson today. Let's get started. Before we start, you are going to need, I've wrote down, some counters or little bits of apparatus that you can move, like resources. It could be little pieces of pasta, anything that you can move. Some paper, your pencil, and if you have some tens frames, you know, like we've spoken about, I'll show you in a second, but the tens frames, you might have those in your pack. And if you can't find them, you can draw them on your whiteboard. You know, the ones that look like this. There, like that, and they've got the 10 spaces. See if you can draw those. Obviously neater than I can. Or get those if they're in your pack still. Okay, let's get started. So our objective today is, can I add using number bonds? Can I add using number bonds? And I know we looked at number bonds, didn't we, on Friday last week as well. So let's have a look. So I'm not going to go over this with you. This is something I want you to do as your starter. And I'm hoping the more we do these kind of things, the quicker we're going to get. So I want you to pause your video. Let me just zoom out a bit. Oh, not that one. There we go. So pause the video now and see if you can fill in these addition sums. See if you know your number bonds to 10. And if not, you can practice them. And I know there's some links on those weekly task lists to number bonds to 10. Okay, so let's have a look here at my first number. Can you see that? We have got a tens frame there and a tens frame here. Can you see? How many have I got in my top tens frame? Can you tell me? That's right, it's full. So I know I've got 10 altogether. So instead of putting that there, like that, I can swap it, can't I, for a 10? Because that means the same. That also shows me I've got 10. Now, how many counters have I, how many ones, sorry, have I got? I've got my 10s here, and my ones I'm going to put over here. Shall we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, I've got 4 ones, so I'm going to move them. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, can you think what number I have made? Let's have a look. Well, I've got 1 10 and 4 ones. What number have I made? That's right, I have made the number 14. So 1 10 and 4 ones makes 14. Super. Let's have a look at my next number. Are you ready? How many have I got there? I have. I've got 1 10. And how many ones? 3. So let's put it into my chart of tens and ones. So I could put that there, but I know that this 10 stick also means I've got 10. So I've got one group of 10. And how many ones have I got? That's right, I've got 1, 2, 3. So let's move them. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So 1 10 and 3 ones. Can you write down, pause me now, and write down what number I've made on your whiteboard or your piece of paper? Okay, let's see if you're right. I've got 1 10 and 3 ones. What number does that make? 13. 13 is made up of 1 10 and 3 ones. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at my next number. Drum roll. Okay, let's see. So I've got how many here? 1 10. So I'm going to use this to represent my 10. One lot of 10. And how many ones have I got down here? Can you count them? Fantastic. I saw some of you were counting them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some of you knew it was 6, didn't you? Did you know 5 and 1 make 6? So let's get 6 in my frame. So I've got my 10s here. So I've got 1 10. And I need to represent my 6 ones. So you ready to count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you pause me and write down what number that makes? Okay, hopefully you've got the same as me. 1 10 and 6 ones make 16. Super, well done. Okay, let's have a look at my number sentence here. So I've got 6 on this side. And how many have I got on this side? That's right, I've got 4. 6 add 4. And I've wrote my number sentence down here. 6, read it with me. 6 add 4 equals something. Shall we find out what it is? Do you think you know? Can you tell me? I know that some of you know already. Let's see if you're right. I'm going to move my ones over on this side, my full ones over onto this side. Let's see what I've made. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that? What have I made? That's right, I've made a 10. Ooh, let's move that. You see, I have made there a 10. So my answer is 10. You're right, well done. Let's just read it together. Why that won't delete. 6 add 4 equals 10. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at my next one. Are you ready? Ooh, a bit trickier now. Look, the numbers are really similar. Let's have a look. 16 add 4 equals. Let's have a look. So, can you see how I've made my number 16? See if you can make it and pause me on, see if you can make it on your tens frame. And then over here, I'd like you to have 4 more counters ready to move. Pause me now. Have you done that? So let's have a look. So 16, I have, that's right. It's got 1 10 and 6 ones. Good. How many have I got over here? I've got 4. Look, can you see? It's just like before, isn't it? So I'm going to move my 4 ones into here and see what I've made. Let's add them together, okay? You ready? I'm going to drag them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What number have I made now? I've added them together. Can you see? Fantastic. I have made another 10. So I've got my 10 here from my 16 and my 10 here. How many 10s have I got? That's right. I've got 2 10s. Have I got any ones left? No, I've got 0 ones now. Did you see how I moved that 4 and it made a 10 like before? Fantastic. So what number have I made? That's right, I've made 20. Good. Okay, let's have a look at this one now. I want you to pause me, see if you can solve it quickly, and then come back. Okay, hopefully you paused me. Let's have a go together. So we're going to move these over here to see what number we have made. Let's read our number sentence first together. 4 add 3 equals. Right, let's see what it makes all together. I'm going to move my 3. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. What number have I made? How did you know that? Can you tell me? Good. I heard some of you say, I've made the number 7. Some of you said that you'd counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then some of you said, I knew it was 7, Miss Hargreaves, because it's 5 and 2, and that makes 7. And you're right as well. 7. There are 7 ones altogether. Good. 4 add 3 equals 7. Okay, look carefully. Can you see a pattern? Watch. Okay, how many have I got over here? Let's have a think. Have I got a 10? That's right, I have got one lot of 10. Can you see? Red so you can see. Have I got any ones? I have got 4. Good, fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's change the colour to show I've got my 4 ones over here. Okay, have I got any over here? That's right, I've got 3. Can you see that? So 14 over here, add 3 equals, can you have a guess what it might be? Because if we know this one, we also know this one. Let's see if you're right. I'm going to move them all over here to see how many I've got all together. You ready? Watch me. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. My goodness, what a big number. Have I got a 10? That's right, my 10 has stayed the same, so I've still got one lot of 10. Have I got any ones? That's right, I've got 7 ones. Well done, everybody. What number have I made? Can you tell me? 17, good. So 4 add 3 equals 7. 14 add 3 equals 17. Did you see that? Fantastic. And we know that that sum here, that number sentence, is very similar to this number sentence, apart from I have got my 110 in my number 14. I have changed 4 to 14. Okay, now I want you to see if you can see the patterns between our work. So I have got some number sentences here and I have done the answers for you. I've done if 6 add 3 equals 9, then what is 16 add 3? Now I want you to see if your work looks the same as mine. So when you're doing it, you can draw them on your whiteboard while you're solving them, or your piece of paper, and I want them to look like this. So I want you to draw your tens frames over on this side. So can you see I've done the number 16, and then I've done the number 3, and I want you to see if you can work out the answer. So for each one of these, I want you to draw your tens frames to see if you can work out and see if you can see a pattern. So you can either draw your tens frames or you can draw the outline and use the counters to move around in them. Do you think you can do that? Can't wait to see all of your fantastic work on Tapestry. If you're up for a challenge, you can come back or you can stay on and listen to my challenge. So my challenge is, how many different ways can you complete the addition? So I've got something plus something equals 18. But look, at the start, I've got 1, 2 digits in that first number. So it needs to be a 2-digit number, and here needs to be a 1-digit number. So I want you to see how many ways you can complete it. So you could put 18. Now this could be 18 pieces of pasta, 18 sweeties, 18 counters, whatever, 18 pieces of Lego, whatever you want to do in here. And I want to see how many different ways you can partition 18 to make those number sentences. And there's lots of different ways. There is more than one. Then when you've done that and seen how many different ways you can complete this number sentence with the missing numbers, I want you to put the addition sentence. The addition can be completed in different ways. So I want you to tell me how many different ways I can complete that addition. Do you think you can do that? It's a bit of a challenge. Let's see. So remember, you can get 18 counters or sweeties and you partition it into 2 numbers, but one of the numbers needs to be a 2-digit number. Do you think you can do it? I think you can. I can't wait to see all of your fantastic work on tapestry. Bye, everybody.